give the members of the fourth estate that we are going to take them through of how we do our voting. So our IT people, weekly, come and take these people from the fourth estate, our good friends of the media, so that whenever they are writing about UDA, they can light things positively. And we would like even you people to encourage the other parties to go our way.
Good afternoon. Thank you very much for being here. We will take you through the electronic voting system that we will be using during the nominations. And just for the sake of your comfort level and for transparency purposes, this gadget we would like to demystify as much as possible. That is, make sure you understand it, so that when we are going to the voting, you know that the election will be very free and fair. So our goal today is to make sure you can understand and simply see how the voting will happen, how the tallying or the counting of your votes will happen. And it's a very, very transparent gadget. Like our chairman has mentioned before me, the results will be up as soon as they are tallied. They'll be up electronically, so no room for manipulation or anything. And so we will also hold stakeholders meetings with your agents, so that your agents can also understand what it is in the gadget and how the gadget does the voting. So I will invite my colleagues here, Elijah Sawe and Kirwa, to take you through the voting process app and how we will move along until we bring to you the results. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Wycliffe, and good afternoon, everyone. So my name is Elijah Sawe, and my colleague is James Kirwa. Okay, so within just about 2 minutes, we'll take you through how the system works. So you just go right into it. So remember, when you go to the polling station, you'll find 2 devices, a tablet. This is the tablet, and it has a UDA tracking number. It's a UDA device. Then we also have a thermal printer. So these are the 2 devices that you'll find at the polling station. So when you go to the polling station, the first step is that the presiding officer will be able to open the election officially using a secure code. So this secure code will be entered by the PO. I'll just go right into opening it. Yes. So you have to put the right code or validate and verify the details of the voter. Then the second part is the part that gives instructions on what the voter is supposed to do. Then the other part will give you the details of the polling station. For example, this polling station is called Test PC, Test PS polling station. And as you can see, the voting Yes, yeah. So we'll go right into the putting the ID, but I just wanted to explain this. So as you can see, it's showing that no vote has been cast. So as you can see, voting is in progress. Votes cast, 0. So we will train all your agents and yourselves to make sure that you take note of all these numbers, and all of you will be comfortable following, seeing how these votes cast grow from 0 all the way to the end, and also the status of the election. So I'll ask my colleague Kirwa to go ahead and start the voting for the first voter. So that's come in, and when the voter comes in, we'll check the ID number, or rather the ID of the voter, input the ID number. This is the work of the PO at the polling station. So if the details are correct, it will show the details of the voter and allow voter to continue. I don't want you to verify, I want you to try and put an ID number that does not exist in them. So if you put an ID number that does not exist in that polling station, the system does not allow you to proceed and vote. So only those who are registered to vote in that polling station will be allowed by the system to vote. So we'll proceed with a voter that exists. So this is the voter. Our voter is called Sandra. Test member. Verify the details against the ID. If the details of the ID match, they proceed to vote. So this is the electronic ballot paper that Sandra has been given, and at this point Sandra can proceed to vote. So please vote. So Sandra has 3 elections to go for purposes of this election, where we have 3 positions that are being contested. So on the first one for the senator, Sandra has picked this candidate. On the second one for the member of the National Assembly, Sandra has picked this candidate. And I hope you're also following. For the member of the MCA, they've picked that candidate. So after that, Sandra can be able to see that she has voted 3 out of 3, and it gives Sandra a summary of what she has voted. So the first ballot paper, Sandra ticked that Ali Badi would be the member of National Assembly. Alan Jenga Kimani is the member of County Assembly for Sandra. And finally, Pamela Muyeye Shitote is the senator. So she can go ahead, verify, then she can complete. So once she completes, it's like inserting those 3 ballot papers into the ballot box, and Sandra can now proceed. If we had very good volume here, you'd feel the tablet making a noise to qualify that Sandra has completed, and Sandra can walk, step, marked as a voter has voted, then allow the next voter to come in. So once that is done, we can just do the next demo, then we can run into the next step just for purposes of ensuring. So I want to try Sandra again. Sandra has finished voting. She's come back to try and vote again. The system, if you had, I want you to do that again. So you can feel that sound. It's a very loud sound that tells Sandra, you have voted, you cannot be allowed to vote again, and she cannot do anything on the tablet. So another voter has to come in who has not voted. So that ensures that there is no duplication. So let's have another voter who is in our voter register. Okay, so the next voter would come in. As you can see now, it is showing, Kira, just go back one step. So it's now showing that we have 1 vote that has been cast. And your agents can be able to count as we continue. And I'm sure Wycliffe will provide you with another manual paper where you can be marking the people who voted. So we can now proceed to vote for the second person. Okay, so Jason Test member is our next voter. So let's proceed to vote. Verify the details. So Jason has come with the ID. The ID has been verified. The PO put in the ID number. It has allowed Jason to vote. So let's just proceed to vote quickly because we have gotten to this process. So as you vote, so you hear the voice that says she's voted. Now it's showing 2 votes has been cast. So assuming we've completed voting, now the next step is to go and confirm and the agents to sign that this election has been completed. So the PO will close the polling station, or rather close the election using a unique code, confirm, then now it allows you to view the result at the polling station. So these are the results. As you can see, it gives you the details. It tells you for every position who had what vote. So as you can see, for senator, we had 1-1. We proceed to the second one. For member of National Assembly, those are the votes. Those are the votes. So Kirwa, maybe we can now go to the next step where now we confirm the agents sign. So the agents will go in, put their names and sign. So the first person to sign is an agent called James Kirwa. Then we'll go to the next. It allows the agent to clear and resign in case of any issue. So the second agent is called who? So we can call them agent 2. Kindly we speed up kidogo. Okay, fine. So the second agent has given their name and they've proceeded to sign. So assuming you have 3 agents, then these agents can will have finalized their signing. If you have 10 agents, we've provisioned, the system has provisioned for that. So now we can proceed to confirm that result. So now this result at the polling station is the provisioned result at the polling station that has all the details, including the signatures of the agents. So the final step is to print using our thermal printer. Then once we finalize the printing, okay, maybe you can put it on the table so that you can see as the printout is coming up. So your result, and all the agents will be given a physical copy of that result. So every agent attend a body with a receipt showing the result. So as the printing is done, so the next step would be now to submit this result to the online portal. So as you can see now, we can only do this after it has been signed and printed. So the same exact result, the copy goes to the online portal that can be accessed by everyone. So as the PO is going to the arrows, the constituency tallying center with the physical result, there is an electronic result that has proceeded to go to the online portal that you can check and confirm. So up to there, yes, so you can, once the result has gone, you can successfully re-upload the result to the online portal. And I think, Chege, you can just come here and display a sample. Maybe Kirwa, you can go and display the sample of that result of the online portal. Yeah, so just type the link. So we'll share with you, Neb will share with you the link that you will use to access the results. So for now it's test, but then during the result you'll be given a link that you will go to access that result. So up to that point, as we wait for the result to come up, we want to thank you for giving us the time. And I will hand over back the microphone to the chairman. Thank you.
So thanks so much, our 80 people and the members of the first estate. You have seen that within 5 minutes of the closure of the polling station, the results are out. Within 5 minutes. In fact, on Saturday, I was telling our party leader that if IBC adopts such a system, by 6 on that polling day, on 9th, by 6 in the evening, everybody will have known the one who have won the presidential seat. Within 5 minutes of the closure of the station, the results are out. So within 5 minutes, during our nomination, everybody will be knowing the winner. Everybody will be knowing the winner. And we wish IBC can go through this way, which is not even expensive. It is usually very cheap and it is very open. So thanks so much, everybody. Thanks so much, the candidates. We wish you the best of luck. Make sure that you bring the seats here. And the members of the state, thanks so much even for your patience.